Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you're well. If you're coming across my channel for the very first time, you're welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button, subscribe, like, and share before you go. So today I'll be showing you I achieved that beautiful gown I was putting on in that picture. I made it, so I would like to take you through the process. So I'm on the cutting table at this point. I was separating the upper piece that I was cutting out the upper piece, and here I'm ironing the fabric. Okay, before I start my measurements, I'm doing my ironing at this point. Okay, so after ironing, I'm going to insert my measurements, the lines. There I have the shoulder line, the second line is the bust line, the third line is the under bust, and the fourth line I have on the fabric is the waistline. So I added 1 inch for the allowance to join the upper piece to the skirt part. Okay, so on the shoulder line I'll be taking my shoulder measurement of 16 inches. 16 divided by 2 will give me 8, so I noted 8 inches. I added half inch to it. Okay, so I move over to the bust line to take my that measurement, which is 5 inches. Because I took that measurement all the way down, I took it on the bust line, the under bust, and the waistline. Okay, so at that point I'll be taking the bustier cuff. Okay, I'll be noting out my bustier. I went over to the armhole line to note how I'll be connecting to the bust line. Okay, it's just a process that's cut, and I want to believe you're quite familiar with the way every designer has got the way they do their own, but this is the method that works well for me, so I'm taking the darts on the side as well. So I'll be connecting to the under bust line. I'll be connecting the darts to the under bust line to create the bustier effect. Okay, just watch as I do it. It's quite simple. I prefer this method, and it works well for me. Okay, so having connected to the bustier area, having gotten our bustier effect, then I would insert my measurement, the body's circumference measurement. I'm going to take the bust measurement on the bust line, so I'll be leaving out the under bust measurement because whatever I have on the waistline is going to definitely accommodate the under bust measurements. Okay, so I'm inserting the circumference measurement at this point, and please remember to put back your dart, whatever inches you'll be cutting out for your darts. Remember to put it, then put your allowance, otherwise you're going to fall shortage of fabric if you don't remember to replace the darts, because we'll be cutting the darts out. Okay, so that is what I was doing at this point. I'm connecting the lines. Okay, then I will cut out. So I also double check to confirm that my measurement is fine before I cut it out. Then I went ahead to the neck area to create my neck design. I used a square neck, a wide square neck. Okay, so I created my neck design. So that's what I was doing right there. So I added also, I got out for this the shoulder slope. Okay, so I added half inch also to the shoulder slope area, then I cut out. Okay, I haven't cut out. I'm going to show you what I got after cutting out the pieces. Okay, I'll be putting it so that you will see what I created. Okay, then afterwards we'll be moving ahead to cut for the back piece. So this is the, after cutting out, this is what we have. Then here we go for the back area. So before you do anything, before you start inserting your measurements, make sure that you have your zipper allowance. That zipper allowance will serve as a guide for where you will be starting your measurements. Okay, so that is there, that is that about that. On my fabric, I already have my zipper allowance, so from that zipper allowance line is where I was starting my is where I started my measurements from. Okay, so I took out my shoulder measurements, the waist measurements, the bust measurement and the waist measurements. So I also did a dart cut for the back as well. So that is I took out the box pan for the dart cut. Okay, so that is what I did literally for the back. Just follow the simple process, and I inserted my circumference measurement, cut that out as well. Okay, so I was creating the dot there. Okay, connected it to the to the sleeve line, to the sleeve area. Okay, so I also went ahead to create my my neck design. I used about 6 inches depth for the neck measurements. Okay, I used about 6 inches depth. Okay, so and the weight of 5 inches. Okay, so having inserted my circumference measurements, I went ahead to cut it out. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing on the cutting table is to cut for the lower part of the dress, which is the skirt part. So I have my lines ruled out as well. I'll be cutting both the front and the back piece together. I created for the back piece, I left my zipper allowance. Okay, so I placed my materials, I placed the fabric together. Okay, and I inserted the waistline, the hip line, the knee line, of course the gown length measurements. Okay, so pardon my camera angle, I didn't I didn't get a perfect angle to get the view, to get the perfect view for the when I was cutting anyways, but at least I was just trying to show the process. Is I just a simple straight skirt. Okay, so I inserted the circumference measurement, the waist circumference measurement, the hip circumference measurement, and uh, I tapered it in at the gown length by 2 inches because it's a pencil skirt. So this is the outcome of the skirt. Okay, this is the outcome. So the next thing is to cut for the lining and start putting the pieces together. So here is the outcome of the dress. Will you be trying it?